Hi guys and welcome back to the kingdom. I hope you guys have had positive and productive weeks this week. So this week we are doing a Black Friday book haul. I have them all on my lap. They are literally just out of view of the camera. But yes, Black Friday was 2 weeks ago now and I bought a lot of books. I kind of consider Black Friday as my last big splurge before Christmas, because after Black Friday everyone's asking me what can I get you for Christmas, and I always direct them to my book wish list. So I try not to buy any books, and I mean any books, between Black Friday and Christmas, so people actually have something that they can get me. But at the same time, I try and hold back on Black Friday, because even though, you know, you see books with like 50% off or books for like £4 and you just want to buy them, I'm well aware that Christmas is around the corner, and there are some books in this pile that I have wanted for a very long time, so I wouldn't be surprised if my boyfriend like snuck out and got me a hardback copy. Anyway, let's jump right in. First off, I bought the trilogy of the Hunger Games series. I did this because I've recently moved, and when I moved, my copy of the Hunger Games, like the first one in the series, it literally fell apart. I was holding two separate pieces in my hands, and I thought, well, this is an excuse to buy a new copy, and I can't have one hardback copy of a series and not get the rest of the series, right? And it was, I think it was like 45% off, and I just went, yes, I'll have those. The difference, I think, is that these are the American versions rather than the UK versions. So I will have to give them a read and see if there is much difference. I imagine it'll just be things like spelling. Yeah, because obviously in the UK we spell things slightly differently. But I would be interested to see if there is a difference. But yes, I'm very, very, very happy with these. They're really pretty as well. So as you guys know, I do a lot of book art, so I've been thinking, particularly with the Suzanne Collins new book coming out in May 2020, which I am so going to buy. Anyway, I do a lot of book art and I put all of my feels on my books, and I have lots of plans to decorate these, but when I was looking at how I was going to decorate them, I looked on the inside, and look at that on the front cover. Isn't that just beautiful? So anything I do in addition to this, I don't really want to mar this front cover. I think it's beautiful. So what I might end up doing is just putting like my traditional trademark one quote from the book on the back, but sort of leave it simple, and spray the edges because I love a sprayed edge. Sort of leave it simple so that it doesn't mar just how beautiful this edition actually is. Because you have that for the rest of the series as well. So here's Catching Fire. You see, you've got another beautiful bird design on the front. So yeah, my plan is to keep it simple when decorating these, spraying the edges and putting quotes on the back. The next thing I bought on Black Friday, which I've actually already read since buying it and making this video, is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Now, I picked up Vengeful, which is the second one in the series, when I was on holiday with my partner. And opened it and then realised it was not the first one in the series. So when I saw this was reduced, and you know I love me a hardback, particularly a special edition hardback. I don't know whether you can see this, but it's like an exclusive collector's edition with just the most beautiful inside pages and like this beautiful stamping on the cover. Oh, that's just beautiful. But yes, when I saw this I was just like, well, I have to have it. I am very torn about whether or not I want to decorate this, because it is an exclusive collector's edition, but then when I decorate all of my books, they become my own personal exclusive collector's editions. So I'm not really sure whether I want to decorate this one or not. It's got a lovely little ribbon, as you guys can see, which I do like adding to my books. So I am, as of yet, undecided. I think if I did decorate this though, again, I would try and keep it simple, just because I don't want to take away from the beauty that is this front cover and the inside, you know, the inside pages and just how beautifully formatted this book is. I loved this book. I highly recommend this book. I'm actually getting my boyfriend to read this book because I think he'd enjoy it. It's different from what I normally read, but I've been recommended V.E. Schwab so many times by my friends. She did not disappoint. Love this. Cannot wait to start A Darker Shade of Magic. I feel like I'm playing catch up with V.E. Schwab's stuff, but I am ready and raring for the challenge. Maybe I can smash them all before March. What do you think? Anyway, that is Vicious. The next book I picked up is Serpent and Dove. So I've heard a lot about this, and I mean like a lot about this on the BookTube community and the Instagram community and Goodreads platforms. There's been a lot of hype around this book, and I have to admit, I'm in love with this cover. I mean, whoever designed this cover is an absolute genius. I love it. And I love the premise of a witch and a witch hunter getting married and all of those different things. So I am very excited to see what this book holds. It is actually the next on my TBR. It is like at the top of my TBR. So I should be getting around to this actually quite literally this evening. And I can't wait to see what it holds. I'm very excited to get underway with this. In terms of its make, it's beautiful. I am planning definitely on decorating this one. I'm a little annoyed, like, so you've got flat edges down here and then sort of deckled edges up here. So I'm probably gonna have to take a sander to these pages in order for me to decorate it, which is, it is annoying when I have to do that. Like, I understand that not all manufacturing processes are the same and that it's real difficult to get all the pages nice and smooth, but it does annoy me when I have to take a sander to pages. Again, nothing on the front cover, but it's this nice, really smooth material. It's not that bobbly material that you normally get for a front cover. It's nice and smooth, which will make decorating very, very interesting. So I've not decorated a surface like that in a while. So these aren't books I picked up on Black Friday, but since I've done a book haul, I have also collected these. Like I said, I've got Vengeful. It's a paperback edition. I picked it up on holiday. There weren't any hardback editions. The other book I picked up is We Hunt the Flame. Again, it's a paperback edition, but I'm still planning on decorating both of these, just because, I mean, obviously I won't be able to do anything to the covers, but I will be spraying the edges just because I love a sprayed edge. And I actually really enjoyed We Hunt the Flame. I'm holding it upside down. I really liked this book. It was fantastic. Honestly, one of the best reads I've read this year. So yeah, I haven't gotten around to decorating it because with the move and with my own book coming out, I haven't really had time. So be prepared for lots of decorating videos coming your way. Another book I picked up is Court of Frost and Starlight. Now, I saw these at Yalc along with the other A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mr. Fury and all of those different books. And I picked up the trilogy whilst at Yalc, and I have since read them and since loved them. I wasn't a fan of Throne of Glass. I don't know what it was about a Throne of Glass that I didn't get on with. Maybe I should go back and retry them and see if I get on with it better the second time round, but I really loved A Court of Thorns and Roses. If you haven't read it, I would suggest skipping this next bit, but I thought it was a fantastic Beauty and the Beast retelling, because what you had was a princess falling in love with a man, breaking his curse, and he turned into a beast. And then you also had in the same trilogy a princess falling in love with a beast and finding his hidden man, the person who has to play the part of the beast. I just thought the whole concept was just brilliantly done. And anyway, so when I saw this on sale, I was like, well, I have to pick this up and find out what happened next. It's got a little bit at the back, a chapter from the books that she's going to be releasing in the similar worlds, although I believe it's not the same series coming forwards, which was very interesting. But yeah, in love with this, and I thought it was great. I have also already read it because I thought I'd start with the Slim book and tick one off my TBR. It was great, I really enjoyed it, and it is actually perfect for Christmas because it's all around the solstice, the winter solstice, and they celebrate it very similarly to the Christian Christmas celebration, so very festive. So the next one I picked up was Sorcery of Thorns. Again, I have seen this all over Instagram, all over BookTube, and I want to know what all the fuss is about. Also, cover. Just look how beautiful that cover is. One day I aim to have a cover that beautiful on a book of mine. I mean, just look at that. That's just the artwork in that, and the metallic feel on the font and the engraving. Ugh, just ugh. Now, the pages feel a little thin and a little dry for some reason in this book. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's to do with the way they kept it or the way it was shipped. I'm not entirely certain, but you've got this beautiful inside with this sort of seam down here, which has given me 1,000 ideas for when it comes to decorating this book. But I always try to decorate after I've read a book so that I can incorporate elements of the story onto the cover and the pages and the spine and the whole thing. But yes, it's beautiful. What I did notice about this book, however, is there's no inside page really. I mean, it's just sort of blank. It's a little thicker than the other page, but I'm kind of a little disappointed because you've got such beautiful work. You've got such beautiful inside pages here and such a wonderful map here. That I'm kind of disappointed that there's not like a bright colourful inside page, but at the same time it means I can put in my own bright and colourful inside page, which I'm very probably going to do, so probably shouldn't complain. Anyway, that's Sorcery of Thorns. Now, another book I got on Black Friday, I got very much by accident. It wasn't that I accidentally added it to my basket and then checked out, which, you know, would be the same as just buying it. I actually bought The Starless Sea for my friend Hannah from Books, Life and Other Oddities for Christmas. And I bought the signed sprayed edge Waterstones edition. One, because Hannah is amazing and she deserves a signed sprayed edge Waterstones edition, and two, because I fell in love with it. What happened was when they shipped it, they shipped me this version, which is clearly not got a sprayed edge and also isn't signed. So I phoned them up and I said, dudes, this is a Christmas present, please can I have the version that I ordered, and let me know where I need to return this to. And they said, totally cool, we'll send you the version that you ordered, and you can keep that one as a gesture of goodwill. And I went, great! I mean, free book. So yeah, I'm very excited. I have heard so many good things about this. One of my friends, Georgia, she reads mostly through audiobooks because she commutes a lot for work, but she has just sung nothing but praises about this book. It is, I think it's like a 500-page book, which does not like faze me, but it does mean that I'm gonna have to start reading this when I've got a little bit of downtime, which Christmas is not the time for downtime. I have so much family that I have to go and see that it's definitely not downtime, but I'm very excited about starting this. But yes, free book that I got on Black Friday. And I am very, very excited about getting to start it. So the last book I've got since before I've done a book haul is my own, Undercover Thief. Did you really think I'd go this whole video without a shameless self-plug? At 9 years old, Pamela Torres was abandoned on the streets of London by her parents, where she learned to steal to survive, and she got good. Like international jewel thief, international art thief levels of good. Then when her parents turn up again 6 years later and whisk her away to a school for spies, Pam has to work out how she can keep her secret and not go to jail whilst trying to fight for the people that she's come to love. In stores, it's available online on Amazon. As you can see, I've already decorated the edges of my version in purple because I couldn't not. But if you guys would like me to send you a decorated version, you know, it's sprayed edge, it's pretty, it's happy, just let me know and I can totally send you a sprayed edge version because I love painting books and painting my own books in particular. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has gone out there and bought Undercover Thief, everyone who has supported me in this book, everyone who has listened to all of my BBC interviews, everyone who has read my Female First and my Daily Telegraph articles. My Daily Telegraph article will be coming out on the Wednesday after I post this video, so please, please, please check the Daily Telegraph website. It will not be in print, it will be on the website for my piece for the Daily Telegraph. Please go and read that and let me know what you think. Also, I will be on BBC Radio Berkshire for an hour on Christmas Eve talking about books. If this isn't the community to promote that to, I don't know what is. But please, please, please support me, and thank you so much for all the support you've already given me. I've been truly, truly blown away. That is it from me this week. I hope you guys have had positive and productive weeks. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing my hoarding at its finest before Christmas. I will try and do an after Christmas book haul as well. And some people have been asking me to post videos about how I decorate my books or deface my books, as some people calling it. I don't call it defacing because you can perfectly read it afterwards. It's just special and my edition. But some people have been asking me to post videos about how I deface my books, or decorate my books, as I prefer to say. And I will totally do that. If you guys want to do that, just let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a positive and productive week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!